Hi guys, Mab here. Welcome back to my channel, and today we will be doing a how to make a cat wand video. And with that, of course, I will be showing you 5 different kinds of cat wands that you can do. And if you'd like to see how that goes, then keep on watching. We're going to be using these styro balls, so we can make 5 different balls for the cat to play with. We can use ropes like this that's made out of paper. You can also use something like this that's, how do I say this, it's made out of fabric, looks like. Also colorful ropes like this, and then as well as paracords. You can also make good use of paracords just like this, and we're just basically going to be gluing everything to the ball. Also, if you do have Loom bands, remember Loom bands? Still got a whole lot of them. And we're going to put them into good use, finally. And just make a ball out of the Loom bands. Alright? So first thing we're going to do is the styro ball and yarn. Choose whatever color you like. If you want to have it mix and match, go ahead and do so. Now just be sure that you will be applying the glue to the yarn instead of the glue to the styro, because this will melt your styro if it's too hot. Do it on opposites. Can you see that I'm going to the left side in here, going over, then to the right side, then on the left side, over, hold that, the right side right here. Then let's apply some glue. Make sure this is not too hot, and flatten that out a bit. Same thing on the other side. Hold that firmly. Now I'm just doing a few extra random rounds. Just wanted to be as tight as I could. Yay! Here's our first ball, made out of yarn. And yeah, it bounces. Cool. Now let's make some more. We'll go to the styro and Loom bands. Alright, now since we have a lot of this color, let's use this instead so we can make sure that it's enough. Because she loves playing with balls. We're basically going to be doing the same thing that we did with the ball yarn, with the yarn ball. But instead of using yarn, we're going to use this until we fill it up. Do that on opposites, just like a pizza. See that? Now I'm going to go over here until we fill everything up. Yay! I think this is good. Done with our second ball. On to this twine thing. And I'm directly applying it to the styro because it's not hot yet. The only difference is we are going to be putting a lot of glues on this one. See that? To the left and down, over to the middle. Then back to the top. You can press it with your fingers because it's not hot. Now, before we finish this up with the remaining twine that we've got. Let's put a whole lot of glue on the bottom. Get your feathers. Stick it in there. Ow. Stick it on the part that has a styro, okay? Now, since we have that right here, let's continue on where we left off. We're gonna go right here. Make sure that we make a cross right here as a support on where the feathers are poked. See that? Then yep, that's glue stick art for you. If you do not hurt yourself, you're not doing it right. Get the leftover. There. Hee. We have one more ball. Now, we're just gonna keep this round and round because this paper rope is very stiff, like a whole lot stiffer than the other one that we used earlier. So we will not be able to, like, you know, put it round and round, but instead, we're gonna do it like this. Now, since we're at the end, almost at the end of the process, we're gonna be putting a whole lot of glue. Push it down using your fingernails, not your fingers, because it's gonna hurt. Hurt.
Would you hurt the man who loves you? Would you hurt the man today?
I love that song. Now press it down. Remember this hole that we did in here, that we left out? We're gonna be poking in some feathers to it. And just fill this up with glue. Alright, now let's try to put a string on it. Just make sure that you tie it real tight. Do a knot. That we can dip inside. Ow! And same thing with this one. Now, hold this in place for the meantime. Now, what we're gonna do is we are gonna find a stick, like a dowel, that we can use for the handle of this wand. Alright, so I found this wood from an old chair, and then try to cut this in half so we can use it for two wands. Alright, so here are the dowels that I was able to cut. Now, we're just going to glue the end of this rope. Just like this. Cut that off. Now we'll be needing these felt sheets to cut out leaves for this one as well. Fold this. Start at the stem. Pick one, long, and then so it will be of equal equal sides. See that? Wow, that was too thick. If it's too thick, just like this, then just cut out some more. Okay, then cut up the sides. Alright, there you have it. Now we will be gluing this right here. Like making a sandwich out of the ball. What the fuck did I say? It looks like a freaking snitch. Then you can still use these scrap fabrics actually. Yeah, let's make good use of this. Yeah, it looks like a bug. Looks like a bug. It's weird, but it's cute, so it's fine with me. It's done. Now here's our 3 wands. Alright, so for this part, I just cut out like almost an inch of like the letter U with a thick bottom from like any scratch, like, you know, carton that you have. Just looping it round and round. Make sure to do that lightly. And you can choose any color that you like. Just keep on doing this until it's as thick as you want it to be. But of course, the thicker the better, because as you can see right here, for example, this is the not so thick pom-poms that has really long threads in it, and this one is a really long one. It looks cuter than the ones that has lesser yarn, not thread. So can you see how thick this is? It's like an inch, like 1 phalange. Phalanges? No, it's phalange. Let's cut it right here. Be sure to not cover this hole right here, or if you do cover it, it's fine. You can just move it up here, and then stick the yarn inside, pull it on the other side, and tie it tightly, like really tight, the tightest you can do. Pull that down with one finger, pull this apart, pull this downward, then just pull it tight again. Is that balot as early as this hour? For the remaining yarn, instead of cutting it right here, you cut it longer, just like that, because this will be the yarn that you will be sticking on one side of your dowel stick, or any stick, or any, if you have a really long popsicle stick, that will do as well. I don't know if we don't have that here in the Philippines. I don't know if a really long popsicle stick actually exists, but yeah, any stick will do. Just make sure that it does not have a sharp edge, because you wouldn't want to hurt your cat because of the toy that you did. Yay! There we go. And then if you would like to have a cleaner look, just like this, just cut around the edges like that, and it should be all good. Now with these pom-poms, I'm not planning to use it as a wand, but instead I'm planning to stick it in Doggy's house, in the hopes that he might like his house and sleep in there, because she keeps on sleeping on the remote control. Pom-pom's done! Pom-pom's done! Alright. You can make as much of these as you want. You can, you know, tie them just like this. And then tie it around, get it in one rope, and use it for your wand. So for the 5th wand that you can do, we'll be needing ropes, felt sheets, felt paper, felt fabric, and scissors, and of course your handy dandy glue gun. Because what we're gonna do is that we are gonna be cutting different shapes and sizes of leaves, though some of it actually, well, it doesn't look like leaves. Just cut any shape that you'd like, just like these. This looks like Attack on Titan symbol, but that's supposed to be a leaf. And then to do that, just fold it in two, however you'd like it to be, whatever shape you'd want it to be. It can even be a fish. Remember to cut a part on the end, just like these, just a few centimeters. And then I'm not really into plants, so I'm not really sure how leaves are shaped. Just be sure to not cut all the way in the middle, because that is gonna hold your leaves together, just like so. And there, it doesn't even look like a leaf. I'm not sure if there's And this is a tadpole. Now, what we are going to do with this is get your rope, and we're going to stick it all at the bottom of the rope. If you only have 2 colors, like I do, make sure to, alternate that. And then stick the bread, because this is like the filling, the bread diagonally. So it'll look something like this. On the other side, there you have it. It's all good. Now I'm gonna do some more. Instead of using this as a wand, because I do not have any dowels anymore, I do not have any sticks left, I'm just gonna be cutting this off and sticking it in Doggy's house. You can just use 2 leaves if you want to. So here we go. Here are the leaves that we're gonna be hanging. And there you have it. We're all good. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate that. And if you did like the video, enjoyed it, or at least learned something from it, please do not forget to hit on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification bell so you will be the first to know the moment I upload a new video. And if you have any comments, questions on what we did, or suggestions on what videos you want me to do next, please feel free to put them all down below or hit me up on Instagram at it's me, Mab Mab. You now have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.